Hello, beautiful souls. Take a deep breath and allow yourself to arrive here. This message found you for a reason, but I also want to remind you that not every part of this reading will belong to everyone. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't, and trust your own inner knowing above anything else. So, as I was sitting with your energy before recording, I kept seeing an old house. Not abandoned, but just empty. The furniture was still there, and the walls still held memories, but no one actually lived there anymore. And so I heard Spirit immediately say, they've already moved out. So this isn't about a physical house, it's about identity, which I feel like many of you have already left a version of yourself behind. But your mind keeps walking back through the front door to check if it's really over. So what this looks like is that you're revisiting old fears, old conversations, old disappointments, old versions of yourself who believed that they had to earn love, success, rest, but energetically, you no longer live there. I'm also noticing something around your heart. It doesn't feel closed. It actually feels quieter. For some of you, you've mistaken this peace for emptiness. You've wondered, why don't I feel excited anymore? Why don't I feel obsessed anymore? What if I've lost my spark? But what I keep hearing is no. Your nervous system is simply no longer addicted to chaos. That intensity you once called passion was often survival. And now your body is learning a completely different frequency, one where peace feels safe, one where love doesn't have to be chased, and one where abundance doesn't require burnout. I'm hearing the words, stop looking for evidence that isn't working. Because many of you are checking the physical world every single day. You could be thinking to yourself, has anything changed? Where's the opportunity? Where's the relationship? Where's the money? And Spirit keeps bringing me back to a seed underground. Because you see, no one stands over a seed every morning demanding proof that it's growing. Growth happens in the darkness first. Roots before flowers. Identity before reality. Embodiment before evidence. I'm also seeing a river. It's really, really interesting. Because the river isn't trying to convince anyone it's moving. It simply flows. So some of you have been trying to convince people that you've changed. So you're trying to explain your boundaries. You're trying to explain your healing. You're trying to explain your visions and your dreams. And what Spirit keeps saying is you don't need to explain the river. They'll notice when it reaches the ocean first. So for someone listening, I keep hearing the words, you don't need another sign. This video isn't permission, it's confirmation. You already know what you needed to do. You've already had the uncomfortable conversation. You've already done the application to that job. Or you've already started the business. the move, you've set the boundary, you've rested. It's like you've been waiting for certainty, but certainty isn't arriving first. It's your identity. It's your faith that arrives first. So the energy around August feels very significant for many of you. Not because everything suddenly changes overnight, but because you're becoming someone who naturally receives what you've been trying to force. There's a softening happening. There's less chasing, more allowing. There's also less proving and more trusting. There's less performing and more just being. And ironically, that's exactly what your external reality needs. So I want to leave you with this. The version of you that already has everything you're asking for isn't constantly wondering if it's coming. They're too busy living their life to the fullest. So what I would love for you to do today is borrow their perspective. Walk like them, speak like them, rest like them, choose like them. Because reality has a remarkable way of reorganizing itself around the person you're becoming. Trust what you feel in your body. Take what resonates from this message and leave the rest, and start choosing the identity you want to become. Sending you so much love. Have a beautiful, magical day.